Welcome to Honest Whispers Unboxing and Inspection. On this video, I'll be unboxing and inspecting Women of the DC Universe Series 1 Black Canary Bust, released by DC Direct on November 14th, 2007. Limited edition of 5,000. This bust number is 4,394 out of 5,000. Approximately 5.5 inches tall, designed by Adam Hughes and sculpted by John G. Matthews. I only opened and inspected this once back in 2007 when I bought this. I had it in storage since, so it'll be the first time opening and inspecting for 13 years. Now it comes in a 4-color box. This is one of the earlier ones, so it doesn't have a tab. And looking at here, this little slit is tucked under, so I'm going to work on this side. I'm going to use 3 fingers to gently pull rather than using 4, so I could alleviate pressure on just one point and lower the risk of creating a new crease. Okay, so I got that out. And looking at it, you can see one of the inner tabs, the corner is folded. That usually happens when this flap is still kind of up before closing the top. So you always want to make sure it's flat before you close it. The foam protector does have little gaps for me to put my finger and thumb in. I'm going to go ahead and slide this out. Again, I'm going to carefully close the box, make sure that's flat, and then slowly slide it in and make sure everything is tucked in before I push it down so that I don't peel off the edge or anything like that. Now the foam protector does have the labeling of top and bottom, so you know which side to open from. Now before I do open the tape, there's a telltale sign as far as whether it's been opened or not. So if you buy something that's listed as new or unopened, and then once you receive it, you might find a clue that it might have actually been opened. Now let me see if I could get a good angle here. This sliding right here, you can see where the end of my finger, that's where the tape ends. Okay, this is the shiny part, that's the tape. And you can see right here, there's like a dark line, like shaded area. Well, that's where the original tape used to be. So that's always kind of a sign. Now it doesn't show that all the time. You can see on other areas, you really can't see that faded line. Sometimes because the replacement tape or the new tape is on the exact same area the original tape was. So that's something you want to look for. Now for me, last thing I want to do is cut into the foam. So what I want to do is look for maybe like a wrinkle here. Let's see if I could peel it out. Now I don't want my fingernail to cut into it. And you know, it's just foam protector, so even if it gets damaged, it doesn't matter. It's just me and my OCD where I want to make sure it doesn't get damaged. So I don't want to keep scratching with my fingernail because I'm not actually rubbing my fingernail against it, but I can't get a grip. So what I'm going to do is use the tip of the knife and just a little bit, even a 1 millimeter is fine. I'm going to start pulling it outwards. Okay, and then once I know I have enough tape pulled out and I could put my finger in there, and I'm going to go ahead and use my finger to pull a lot more out. And once I do, I'm going to go ahead and use the knife and go outwards rather than inwards. You don't want to, if you're trying not to damage the foam, you don't want to damage it. And once I cut a slit, I split it open and I could just peel the rest out. Rather than cutting the knife into it and you're going to make a new slit or something like that. So let me go ahead and see how this is positioned. Okay. So here it is. It's nicely tucked away. It's not going to stand on its own, because it's top heavy. But I do want to point out, this hasn't really been taken out of the bag. When I see flat, smooth surfaces on the bag, that's usually a good clue or a telltale sign that's never been opened. Like right here, it's all nice and smooth, no wrinkles. Like right there, you can see that line, that folded part, it's all nice and straight and flat. So that's usually a sign as far as this being at least never taken out of the bag. So let's see, looks like the fold, the openings on the top. There are some delicate parts here, like the fingers, the hand, and as you can see on the foam protector, this is where the hand goes. So usually something like this is just an open space. There's no foam that's actually touching it. And I'm gonna go ahead and slide it out carefully, and there it is. Very nice and stable. Here's the bottom. Has the same title and its hand number, just like all the other busts from the same product line. And I really like this pose, this look. Very nice. Very happy with it. No broken parts or anything like that. And usually if there is anything broken, sometimes it's always in the bag. So perfect condition. Let me go ahead and give it a nice little turn. I really like the pose a lot. Honestly, I don't remember Black Canary using her hand like that. It's always kind of out of the way, but still kind of cool. The butt is pretty nice, and I like the use of the real fishnet. I actually thought it was going to be more like a fence net, like the prototype, but actually it's like fishnet, kind of like Zatanna. And honestly, when I'm looking at it, you know what? I like the fishnet better than the fence net. I like how it kind of creates a nice black outline of her legs, and then kind of has a nice shading effect, almost accentuates the curves of her legs and thighs more. I really like Black Canary's costume. This one particularly, like the one with the crop top jacket, the leotard, and the fishnet, and the choker. That's pretty punk. I like the hair. And face actually isn't bad for something where it's like, you know, like a screaming face, eyes closed. I have to say, this is one of my favorite out of the women of the DC Universe bust line. So definitely a nice pickup if you're a Black Canary fan. I definitely recommend it. So here we go. Nice turn there. How about an upper angle turn? And then maybe a low angle turn. Let me see if I could get that on there. Have it framed perfectly from top to bottom. Well, there you have it. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Continue reading the King James Version Bible and eat your vitamin C's daily.